Episode 54, but it's not just episode 54. No, it is our anniversary of 1 year. 1 year of doing this madness. I'm Aunty AK, and I'm here with
Aunty Farrah, Aunty Nana,
and Aunty Sade.
Hey, ladies, how'd you feel? How'd you feel? Good. And we're social distance. This is the first time we've been in a room together. Ever. I mean, never in life. It's the first time we're doing the show together in the same room. We started this on March 24th, so tomorrow's actually our anniversary, on Zoom, and yeah, guys, how do you feel?
It's nice. It's nice that we're doing this all together. It feels like on TV.
Yeah,
it's like a TV
Because
show.
we are.
And also, special, you know what now special day is? We've got some of our favourite people in the room with us, social distance, of course.
Yes.
We invited some of our favourites. This does not mean to say those of you who don't regularly contribute are not our favourites. We've got our specials in the house. Cut to, say hi, ladies. So these are some of our favourite commenters, to feed and stuff like that. So,
and they will be contributors today.
yes, they will be contributing their comments live in effect. So guys, get ready. You're going to do the do.
I'm going to do the do. So, let's.
By the way, we're not sponsored by Tanger, but
yeah.
it's not. It's a thing. It's a Tanger. You know what I mean? Is Tanger even a man or a woman? Who is it?
Who knows? But they're quite in contact.
Passenger and stay, please. We want someone else to fly us. I was waiting to say, yeah, you can wait for that.
No, I think our lovely Monday's going to take it to them once we're done.
And we have our lovely crew. Shout out crew.
Shout out crew.
It's like the morning. It's been a lovely one. They pass some drink to the people at the bank, and let's get cracking with the show. So, as usual, we welcome someone's family, and on this special occasion, I think it's only right that I invite Ghana's President, Nana Akufo-Addo. We welcome you on board to the family because he says that Ghana will no longer be exporting cocoa to Switzerland. But you know why? No. Because we're going to hold on to our own resources and make our own chocolate and not be exported for no reason, whatever the case. Anyway, he's choosing instead to process cocoa and produce and sell chocolate from Ghana instead of having to buy it elsewhere. Imagine. So,
You are killing his name, right?
I am, innit? And say it then. What? Say it. Okay, to the auntie. The auntie. Cheers! I'm saying fully working, sorry. Yes, I'm doing half that. Okay, let's get cracking. So, guys, what have you heard in the news today? So we'll get into the headlines, politics, and stuff today. Aunty Nana,
Okay, alright, so I am starting in the NBC New York.com. There is a story that's been going around on the internet as well, and it is, I'm going to read the headline. The white headmaster of a Catholic school in Long Island was placed on temporary leave after reportedly telling a black student to kneel and apologize to a teacher. The boy's mother said. Trisha Paul, who is Haitian American, told the Daily News her son was disciplined in February for working on the wrong assignment in class, and after he was taken to the headmaster's office, was instructed to get on his knees and apologize because it was the African way.
Wait,
I mean, now aunties, what I want to know from you guys is was the head teacher wrong to have a little black boy apologize in an African way? And what would you do in that situation?
Mate, Aunty Sade, take this.
yes, it's definitely wrong. 100% wrong. I think that, you know, if you're in an African country using the African system, and having an African culture, then that's one thing. But when you're in a Western society, it's not your position. Is he using that way for all the students? Do you know what I mean? Why did he single out that boy in particular? Yeah, I'm not happy with that at all. I think he's using the African way as a cop out, really and truly. He's probably just a bit racist and thought that he could take this with a young child.
Aunty Farrah.
Yeah. No, it's a no for me. Basically, I want to know if it was a little white boy, would he have disciplined him in a European way? And what would that have been? You know? So you're saying the African way, and apparently he says he was taught this by a Nigerian pupils terrier. Where? In Nigeria? And if it was in Nigeria, then maybe that was how that school taught, but it doesn't even say anything like that. It doesn't go on to say anything like that. I'm just thinking about how I would react if, like, I got a call from school when I went in, they said, my daughter had been kneeling. Firstly, you're kneeling in front of me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you what to do? No, not my child. So, yeah, he needs to, the thing is, he's on disciplinary.
Yeah.
He should actually be sacked. Yeah, because under what circumstances is it okay for you to make a child, any child, kneel? Under what circumstances?
Yeah.
Unless they're praying, I don't understand what they're kneeling for. Yeah. So, no, he needs to be sacked.
I mean, I can't say anything else because, first of all, imagine my whole school calling me and saying, imagine my child coming over and saying to me, the teacher made me kneel, and they said it's because I'm African. And you're right, like, there's so many levels of me running down the school, having to get in the bus. I literally fly down there, and we have conversations. I don't understand, everything you said, why are you using it as an excuse just to bully us? It's a bullying tactic. You're bullying this child, single them out, shaming them, because even, it's like you're saying the child doesn't understand English, because you won't understand how to say sorry unless I talk to your dialect, and that means kneel. I don't understand, and just because it's not the practice of the whole school, so you should definitely be sacked. There's no excuses, no nothing. I think the mother said that they're Haitian, I think they're Haitian Americans.
Yeah.
So, and she was like, it's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any type of sense. Well, Aunty Nana.
Alright. So I have a slightly different take. So I'm looking at the date and I'm thinking, it was February. And maybe this was like an exercise of kind of something to do with Black History Month, like another way of infusing Black culture into the school. And the boy happened to be an example of a Nigerian tradition to kind of apologize. But I mean, the head teacher may have been using this as a teachable moment for everybody that this is an African.
Why did he do it then? Do you know what I mean?
Because he had something wrong.
Aunty Nana.
That doesn't mean he can't.
But Aunty Nana, where was the punishment enacted? Was it in the back room or was it in front of the class?
No, the head teacher was called to the room to kind of discipline the boy and then told him to apologize to the teacher who he had misbehaved in her class. And he said, and the way you're going to apologize is by kneeling, because it's the African way, which was taught to him by another Nigerian.
We're showing us.
I'm not trolling.
I'm sorry.
It's not teaching us.
So even if it is in his culture, so even me being a Nigerian, going to school in this country, the teacher couldn't tell me to kneel in front of them to apologize. No way. What?
Even Black History Month. Everybody was doing this practice of you had to apologize in this way. Would then the head teacher be okay?
If it was part of the school's policy,
yeah.
and you've gone into the school knowing that's the policy, and your kid has to abide by the rules, then that's a different scenario. But that's not what this is. And if it was their policy, they were okay with it, he wouldn't be on any disciplinary, and he is, because he was wrong.
No, I think because it was like singled out. But to me, I think if it was,
my boys, my lovely nephews, you got called and it was told that the boys were made to learn from the teacher. You'd be right, yeah, you'd be cool.
in the African way.
I don't know about you. Let's cut to our wonderful guest. You have anything to say? He wants to see, please say who you are before you come in.
And
Yeah.
Aunties. Firstly, okay, in Nigerian culture, sometimes yes, when you have to apologise, you bend or you kneel, however. Clearly the mother didn't know anything about this. Clearly it wasn't anything discussed in school, because if it had been, then she wouldn't have raised it as an issue. I think he's using it saying it's the Nigerian way because, yes, it's something that is done in African culture, but it's not a reason. Yeah, the headmaster's out of order.
Aunty Sade, what do you like to say?
Everything you guys have said, but also, can we just stop talking about Africa as if it's not 50 odd countries, as countries? This African way, what does that mean? The Algerian way, the Ghanaian way, the Congo way, Congolese way? It's nonsense. Everything he said is nonsense because there's not even a teachable moment there, and he's not even going to pertain to one particular nation, followed by a tribe, and also, particular types of customs within one country. You talk about Nigerian culture, but within that, was it Yoruba? Was it nonsense?
Right.
Sorry, nonsense.
And Aunty Sade, do you have anything to contribute?
Just really to back up what you said, it was a midget take, clearly, because, the guy got what was coming to him.
Maybe.
He hasn't got enough as far as I'm concerned.
He said it's sad.
Yeah, it should need a bit of conversation. Because I would like to know if the roles were reversed and a black teacher made white people kneel in the, I don't know, European way, what would have happened? It's just like, in this day and age, you don't need that. Not at all.
What is European way?
Well, that's what the European way of torture. I mean,
But that same scenario, so a black teacher, let's say a Nigerian teacher, is like, this is how you need to apologize. To me, in my classroom, you have to kneel. Is that okay then?
No. My thing is making the child weird, full stop. And then justifying it by saying, giving this comment and thinking that everyone's going to be, oh, what's all right? Because he said it was this.
It's all right.
It's the kneeling thing.
It's not school policy.
It's not
standards.
Honestly, even me, as I said, being a Nigerian, my dad was like, and we listened to, like, he was like, you don't kneel for anybody but God. Do you know what I mean? So no, just absolutely no.
Let's not. Okay, moving on. What have you heard, Aunty AK? I've heard this. Actually, what I must make note of at the top is today is COVID-19 UK National Day of Reflection. It's a year on since this whole thing went tits up, the pandemic and everything, and it's the COVID death toll at the time was 235, and now according to the latest figures on the 13th of March, it's up to 143,259. So I'm sure I said that wrong, I can't do numbers, whatever. But at the end of the day, today is just a day of remembrance because we've been in this for a year. It's a madness. And then, memories and love to all those we lost during this time. But back to asking me, what I've heard. So my story is about Miss Samaria Rice. I don't know if you guys know of her. She's Tamir Rice's mother, the 12-year-old that was murdered by police in America. She recently kind of called out black activists, Tanika Mallory, Benjamin Crump, Black Lives Matter, and Sean King, for capitalising off black deaths. So at the recent Grammys, rapper Lil Baby used the platform to make a statement about police brutality, and it began with accident to shoot and kill actor Kendrick Sampson from Leeds Kill, who's also an activist. So basically the whole scenario with Lil Baby delivering this powerful verse, and afterwards Tanika Mallory, who you guys might remember spoke out when Steve went viral when she spoke out against the police who murdered George Floyd. So after that, it's like, people tend to use those kind of platforms to do political statements and stuff like that. But Samaria said, look at this crowd chaser, did she do something in this fight? I don't think so. That's the problem, they take us for a joke. That's why we never have justice because of shit like this. She also said, I've tried to stay up the shit, Tanika and the crew, you bitches, chasing clout along with Sonny, Crump and Lee. You're gonna literally F up our fight. I hope not another family soul will use yours to represent them. Y'all might as well be junior big cops. I'm mad as hell. So, obviously, Samaria is really, really upset. And Tanika has come back and said, look, I support 100% how Samaria feels. We have failed her and other mothers and parents of those who have been killed by police. She said she has tried to reach out to Samaria but hasn't been able to get in contact with her. And just for some background, Benjamin Crump is an American attorney who specialises in civil rights. He's been involved in many cases such as Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and Jacob Blake, and ongoing things like that. And Sean King is an American writer, civil rights activist, and co-founder of Real Justice PAC. King uses social media to promote social justice causes, including the Black Lives Matter movement. He's raised lots of money, but there's also been lots of controversy around whether or not he's actually even black. He claims his father is a light-skinned black man, but apparently in his birth certificate, his mum's white and his dad's white. And that's why he's thrown to a lot of debate about, is he capitalising it and is he doing a bit of Rachel Dolezal in the cause? So all of that to say, how do you feel about Samira Rice's comments? Do you think there is a wave of black so-called activists and allies who are capitalising off the murder of our young and our black men and women by the hands of police and the like? What do you guys think? Going to Aunty Farrah.
So, few things with that. The problem that we've got when these brutalities happen is that the people who have been the victims of those police brutalities almost become like public figures. So, everyone is outraged by what happens to them. The black community make a lot of noise about it, come together, protest, we march, and this is like global across, it's global. So when that happens, I think it becomes very difficult for the family to control everything that's done in the name of their loved one. So I think what's happened to Samira Rice recently as well, there've been a lot of celebrations of Samir's 18th birthday, popping up all over the place, GoFund pages, and she's had to come out and say, this has nothing to do with me, I do not support this, this isn't official. And again, that's because it becomes almost public. The public feel like they can do it, and within that, you are going to get people who feel like they can make a buck off of it. Because with all these GoFund pages, where's the money going? Because if the family aren't getting it, where's it going? What are they doing with this money when they're raising these funds? So the only thing that I feel that she can do, and people like her, is to actually come out and say, I do not support this. This has nothing to do with me. If you want to support me, here are the details. And Tamika Mallory has now come out, and as you said, she's come out and said that we failed you. And off the back of all of this, Breonna Taylor's family have come out and supported them and said that they realise that she is doing well for them. And then Tamika, off the back of that, has said the problem is when these things happen, white supremacy, the way that they get us is by the violence. So you always have to wonder, some of these things that pop up, is it really coming from our community or is it coming from infiltrators? That's what I always wonder. So it's just a very, very sad situation when the family are feeling like they're in control of what happens to the member of their loved ones.
Aunty Nana.
You know what? I actually really think she has a point. Samira. How do you pronounce her name?
Like it's Samaria. I think that's how it's supposed to be. You know me and my pronunciations.
Samara probably isn't bad. But I definitely think there's a point there that activists kind of run with it, and we don't often see an activist standing by the parent or being the backup for the parents. It's like they kind of champion it, they do the speeches, they get the book deals, and really, do we know where their money's going? Like, are you actually supporting the family? The same as Black Lives Matter. All of the money that was sent to them, where's that gone? Because where's the Black lives that are mattering more now? Like, what has all of that fundraising money gone to? Where's the community centres? And this is all around the world that chapters popped up. Where's all of those funds? And I think it's really brave of the parents coming forward and calling these people out because they have such a big platform. And you don't know how it's going to go. But I guess when a mother is hurt and feels that her child's death is being capitalized by other people and they're not even getting in contact with her, to be like, look, here, we did this drive, here's 10,000. We did this drive, here's 100,000. Like, do you even know how these people are feeding their kids? If they're in homes, if they are able to pay their mortgages, if they're getting counseling, I absolutely think it's lip service to say we failed you. Hey, when people call you out, I really do think now, it doesn't matter, black, white, whatever, when you get called out by somebody in the black community, you need to do the equity thing and start handing over money. There needs to be some type of payment for the emotional labor that they've had to endure watching you get notoriety off of their pay. Like, give her some money, buy her a house.
Aunty Sade.
I don't think I agree with that. I think the business of activism is a very tricky one. You're always going to have people that doubt your intentions in terms of what you're doing. your intentions could just be pure, do you know what I mean? And there will always be like bad actors and bad characters who try and take advantage of your position as well. So it's not to me whose fault that Beyonce mentions her. It's not to me whose fault that she's getting all the media attention, but her getting the attention does generally help the cause. Do you know what I mean? Her being speaking somewhere gets more eyeballs on the actual whatever police brutality. There's so many of them. The moment is, do you know what I mean? So I think that it must be difficult. And then I went onto her social media page, and it was just person after person after person, just like saying how much she does, that she's up at 3 o'clock in the morning, she's responding to messages and all this kind of stuff. That work is relentless. I don't do that work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do that work because it's so demanding, it's draining. Everybody, everything, the pause goes before you. Do you know what I mean? So I just think that, at the end of the day, to me, even being in that position is she's got a target on her back. Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of thing. I can't imagine what kind of death threat she gets. The amount of, I think like one of the protests that she was at, I think the police cornered them and stuff, they told them everybody was going to get out alive and that sort of thing. So I think it's, it's easy to read this as, another black person doing a shady thing. And I really don't think it's that case. What I think is it's just that people, this is a very sensitive thing, and people are hurt. After all the protests, after all the money that's given, their son or their daughter or their husband or wife is not back. You know what I mean? It doesn't match losing their life. So that hurt, I can't. Do you know what I mean? So I can see how someone can lash out and not see the other side of the coin. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I don't want to like put the blame or, do you know what I mean, on that as well. I just want, I think that ultimately what has happened over the last year has been good for us.
Yeah.
Everything you guys say, I think there just needs to be some sort of protocol when these people put themselves in the forefront as activists and speak on behalf of all of these people. Because, even down to the other day, we've shared a story in the British Blacklist about the new Stephen Lawrence, another kind of dramatization, and they're doing a show like 30 years on after his death, dramatising that. It's been sanctioned by the Lawrence family, which is fine. But even in finding a picture and using Stephen's picture in our social media posts, I felt a bit of reservation. It's like, if I was, during my husband's wedding, his name escaped me, to keep seeing his face, though they have campaigned on that and they're, in quotes, okay, seeing your son's face, whatever day mood you're in on a certain day, that could be the trigger for setting a whole day off course, or you could be buoyed by it and empowered, and this is the whole meaning of the whole cause that you're fighting for. So I just think there has to be diligence done. If you're going to put yourself in the forefront, to me, Valerie, exactly everything you said, Aunty Sade, but I think there has to be, if you're invited to speak, then make sure, and it is down to the base of having the receipts, that you reached out to all the people that you're going to mention in your conversation, or don't mention them in your conversation. And then if someone's like, well, you left out that person, say, well, respectfully, I didn't speak to that family, so I don't want to speak on their behalf. And then it starts to be accountability. So then, anyone who's in that situation, like Samaria, who feels like you guys are capitalizing on my son's death, you don't mention Samaria in your mouth. We just talk about it, but there's enough to actually talk about it, to be honest, unfortunately. So don't mention people that you haven't been into contact with. Get their approval that I am on this one, and it is, I am an activist, I'm taking this on. Because family tests can't always take this on. It's a lot to deal with and be in the forefront. You can't be rolled up all the time and speak all the time. It's a lot to deal with. So this is why these people, if they're the chosen people, can do it. And they're taking on that. And I think we do need these people, but you just have to follow protocol. You have to get in contact with people, with families, and make sure that you get their approval. And people like Benjamin Crump, it's a catch-22 because there's that whole the ambulance chase that they're looking for, a good legal case, and there's some of that for sure. I'm sure, like you get to be in the limelight, superstar lawyer, and you've got to really manage your ego to be in that position and not feel it, not feel kind of buoyed by the celebrity. But Tony Cochran had that. Once he freed OJ, he was the man, the go-to man. Everyone was calling him Tony Cochran. I call him Tony Cochran. And there is that thing with us, because we're in these situations, we don't trust authority, we don't know who to trust. So if you've got someone like Benjamin Crumb who knows down for the cause and he speaks all the right language, it's a gift and a curse, because yes, he could do the slick back to, yeah, I'm with you, sister, and then I hire him because I feel like he's available. But at the same time, it could be that he's using those kind of slick words to get into it. He gets money, he gets presents, and he gets more clients and stuff like that. It's hard to tell. But again, and also families will seek out that man and go like, yeah, I want Benjamin Crumb. Because like I said, I'm gonna go for Benjamin Crumb because he knows what to do this, he's had experience, so it's hard to call him out. But I think Samaria said that she hired him at the beginning and then she got rid of him. Yeah. Because she wasn't happy with how things were running. And so if you feel that the case is not about your child, it's about the person, the lawyer and the people's team, then you know what, fair's fair. Fair's fair. I stand by her calling people out. She has every right to, that's how she feels. And it's a shame that this has to happen again with us in the limelight. All our laundry in the street, I wish we were more cohesive together, but wishful thinking.
I wish people just weren't killing us unnecessarily.
And that's what I'm saying, we shouldn't have to be here. No, I get that, that's the thing, we shouldn't even have to be here. Sean King, jury's out because we still don't know whether he's a racial dollars out or, he's a problematic one for time. But again, if he is, whatever you feel, he's either a white man doing stuff for us on our behalf, or he's you have to use it. Make sure everyone likes him and doing his job. It's just about the shape. You've got to be transparent. You've got to have all your bank details ready to go. People are going to call you into question regardless, to have all your receipts in order. That's all I'm saying. Let's get some comments from Facebook and then we'll go to our lovely guests.
We don't actually have any comments from the person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
I know we're not, in our bedrooms at the moment, but do comment.
Join us, man. I'm scared. Okay, guys, in the audience, what do you guys think? Anything to say?
It's a lot. Everything is really complex, very nuanced discussion. I was an accidental activist in Brixton. I was just put into the forefront to lead the charge and ended up sort of leading a campaign that had 3,500 people turn up in the square over the course of 2 or 3 weeks of campaigning and drawing all these different activists. And honestly, if I hadn't had a past experience of being somebody that had been in the limelight many years ago, it would have got to my head.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, from this sort of modern activist thing, over the years I've been told that, to me, what can we call you? Oh, you're an activist, and it's this cool thing. And, I do think that unfortunately a lot of people are thinking about how to be humble and to think about things like estates and finance, as Nana quite rightly said. If you're going to help a family, straight away with that fundraising, like you said, transparency is important. You want to be, have an opportunity to stand in with the family members at all times and trying to work with them. And good intentions, Sade, as much as I always say, don't always come, end in the right place. So I think you have to have a mature approach to activism, and unfortunately, we don't have that because we're in a really interesting age of new celebrity on social media, and so everybody, we get a couple of shares, like serotonin kicks in, and it's like, yay, I'm Malcolm X. It's like, no, calm down. So in short, I'd say my own advice, if anyone thinks about sort of helping families, is that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to their home and we're going to build rapport and ask them what they would like of you before you're there broadcasting.
Yeah.
And have that always be their vocal. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyone else want to say something?
Yeah, totally agree with Aunty Sade was saying actually. I think that the issue here is when your grief becomes public and politicized rather than personal, and that can just lead to the outbursts that we see here. But I don't find it to be a bad thing. I think it's a learning process, there's a learning curve. Not everyone's got the voice to speak up, not everyone's got the will to take on those issues and fight for them. So when there is someone who can speak up on your behalf, if you're immersed in grief, that's probably the last thing that you're thinking about, going and changing laws and going through court cases. So it's great to have those people who will take up the mantle for you and say, I'll fight the fight. They're going to get it wrong because they don't have that personal connection. But as long as there's that communication, there's that pull and push, I think in the end you can get to a happy medium. But it's never going to be perfect from the set, though. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Cool. So, anything else to come back on? No.
Yes. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
All right, so Aunty Nana, thank you. What have you heard?
I've already
I'm
done
sorry,
my
Sade. Aunty Sade. Someone took my money over.
So, Polish TV, your face sounds familiar. The TV show in Poland, obviously, came under fire after a clip of a white contestant went viral of her literally taking off her black face. So the name of the woman escapes me, but basically she was basically painted brown. She had like a wig, Afro wig. I mean, it was back like they'd done like cut lines. Do you know that it was back? And she basically performed a track, an Aunty track called Jerusalem on the show. And there's been other contestants on the show that have imitated Tina Turner, Michael Jackson, and even Beyonce. But anyway, the TV show have responded to the criticism, and they say that they're very surprised. Can you imagine? They're very surprised of all the negative criticism. And I just wanted to ask you, ladies, what do you think should happen when companies like this use blatant racism as entertainment?
Aunty, you guys go first. Aunty Farrah. Aunty Nana.
Okay. I wouldn't call this blatant racism. You need to explain. Because, alright, so this is a show. They've done this before. I think, like, context of the country as well, like, it is a part of the, can we call them the Eastern Bloc? I've said it. It's that part of Europe, and I think their kind of race relations are not up to par. And I'm not surprised. I don't know if you can put it in like a latent racism category, because there's so many different layers, and to me, all around the world, people do things that come under the umbrella of racism, and we don't have outcries for it. So, what has this TV show done that is so wrong?
I mean, she was peeling off her nose.
I mean, if you hadn't seen the peeling off thing, so I think the peeling off of the face was shocking to watch. But then the performance to me, she can't really sing, it was poor. But if this is what they do, they get singers that are popular in their country to reenact popular singers around the world.
Alright.
What was that?
I hear you. But I was thinking, okay, we used to have a show here in the UK, The Stars in the Eyes. Yeah, if I went on there and was like, tonight I feel go to Madonna, and I painted my face white, you don't think there'll be a bit of a problem with that?
I personally no.
I
I don't think it works the other way around.
I don't know.
And
But
that's why
like, if it was a white person that done that too, but like Beyonce here, do you know what I mean? Wouldn't you feel that's
I would be like, because the conversation has moved on over here,
okay.
it would be really tone deaf to do that here.
Isn't Poland part of the Commonwealth, no?
Was part of Europe.
Yes, part of Europe, so
Yeah.
it should be part of the Commonwealth as well, hopefully. But if they, anyway, my point is that we should be governed by similar, I know about Brexit, that's what I was reading, but I feel like we should be governed by similar rules. And if they can see that there's a negative outcry on social media, surely they should be learning that this is not accepted. And then the small groups of black people in their country are probably feeling marginalised because they're doing this blackface.
But this is what, okay, I think my thing is, maybe I just really don't understand the effectiveness of blackface in this instance. Because to me, it wasn't the same as like a minstrel show. It wasn't like that, because you weren't just, oh, we can't get black performers, or we don't know where they are, and so we just dressed up white people as black. She was enacting a singer.
You don't have to, number one, you don't have to choose that person to impersonate. Number two, you don't have to change your race to do it. Number three, you're doing it for the purposes of entertainment. Like, I want to be a black person today to entertain. Like, seriously, are we a joke? Is that what we are? Like, no. I just
See, I'm a little bit conflicted. And I'll tell you why I'm conflicted. There's this little film, and it's called Coming to America.
Oh,
in that
Original.
film, the original, in that film, one of my favorite characters says, "Taste the soup," and we all know what I'm talking about. Everybody dressed as a Jewish man, and he is, in full prosthetic makeup to be white. It's not the first time that anybody's done that either with that particular film. Now that is for the purposes of entertainment. The reason why I'm conflicted is because of the other bits that you were saying. I would like to know the tone of the show and the tone in which it was done. So I don't know, I'm conflicted. Like, if you're doing it in
Eddie
Murphy
thing was how many years ago?
and you did the other day.
Yeah, he should have been.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'd like to understand the tone.
I think it's.
There is part
I
of
don't know where I am anymore.
part of it is what you said. Like, how far has that country come? We've come a long way, and we understand what is wrong, what is right, and you don't do certain things like that.
We agree.
And I just don't know if they're there yet. And that's not to say that I agree totally with them. That's why I was like, I'm a bit conflicted. Because it did happen here on Stars Near Us. That has happened here. They have dressed up as other races.
They had a whole minstrel show on the BBC. It's only within decades, within time. We've had minstrel shows on the BBC that was sanctioned. But I think for me, it all boils down to are they taking the piss out of us or not? And we were taking the piss, and I don't even think we can excuse the fact that it's a small Eastern Bloc thing, and Eastern Bloc, small European country that doesn't know better. We're 21. We cannot continue to be like, I don't know. There's enough national news level issues about racism and performative behaviour when it comes to black people. So there's no reason a Polish country can act like, oh, we didn't understand, we don't think it's bad. In this day and age, we still got Amsterdam with its black race that people are complaining about, and they're putting their foot down and saying, no, we're doing it. So I don't buy the ignorance, I don't buy them getting the get out card for ignorance, I don't buy that. But I also do feel a little bit like, okay, if it wasn't for all the historical nonsense, if people want to dress up how they want to dress up, I don't know if I feel, do you know what actually offended me the most? Was seeing it peeled off the person's face and sitting there like it looked like a distorted, mutilated black face. And the camera sitting on that, like whoever filmed it, sitting on that was a mental torture to me. And I think that was horrible. And I feel like whoever filmed it were they racist. Because I didn't like seeing the face sitting
You're
there.
saying that just because you saw the behind the scenes video,
No.
that was effective, but the actual.
No, the actual irritated. Of course it irritates me. I'm just saying, to have this big, wide conversation about it, if it genuinely was, I just love this song so much, I love this artist. I'm not saying that I am happy with it. But if the person was innocent and just got overexcited and thought, okay, I just want to do this, I might be like, okay, cool, but you just can't do it.
But then how do you
There's no need to
teach? Like, this is the thing, because the thing is, it's like, they're not a country in isolation, right?
Exactly.
There, as a black person, I might want to go to Poland one day. Do you know what I mean? By seeing that, do you think do you know what I mean? Do you feel like they might not care at the moment, but they might one day. But it doesn't encourage me to want to go. No, that's the way they're looking at people that look like.
So
that's crazy.
countries that do that, you wouldn't go, but that's a.
No, I'm just saying
Okay.
that in this day and age, we shouldn't be
Allowing us.
pandering
Yeah,
people doing this. This is an entertainment company. It's not like, okay, we're reenacting something for educational purposes. This is to entertain. They're taking it's a mockery. I'm going to say it's a fucking mockery.
I agree. I just felt like every individual, I just think there's an element of.
Sorry, can I just say as well? It's just like even when our footballers go over there, this is why they get monkey jobs because they're taking the fucking win. We got all around the world. Do you know what I mean? So why can't it's like basically saying we're not safe there. And actually, by them putting out the statement and saying, oh, we're not aware, it's just like what's the repercussion?
That's a lie.
I mean, I suppose what these shows need to look at is how far they go to impersonate whoever it is that the person's impersonating. Because you can just go and you can sing a song and you can
You just don't have to sing that
You
song.
don't have to. You can sing the song, but you don't listen to what you're saying.
My problem is as well, because it's like that concept. And what offended me, I didn't even finish. My point is, it offended me that Jerusalem Dilemma is like an anthem right now.
Yeah.
For those who love Afrobeat or whatever, actually it's an anthem.
no,
So it's like, and my point is, it's just because of the act, like, that's like you the other day when I did the fucked up accent the other day, and you're like, I did the accent kind of wrong. You've got to do the whole
The
thing.
thing is,
It's
no,
not.
because the thing is, I disagree with you with that. I disagree with you with that, because if you like to have a music, you like to have music.
And you know what? The
When
accent.
I'm singing Biggie and all them things there, I'm not saying, oh yes, pop.
No, but we do accent properly. I mean, black people anyway.
They might feel like they're doing the accent. It doesn't offend me that they like the music. Like what you like.
No, like what you
What
like.
I'm saying is, maybe in this day and age, what they should be doing is just singing it and dressing as a person rather than peeling on the whole skin.
But then the thing, the skin is part of the accent as well.
Throw
Because when
away
you
the whole show. Throw it away.
Yeah, in this day and age, it's not.
You guys are really saying they can't do black music on this show.
I'm saying that they can't dress up as black people.
I
And
get
they
it.
can't do accents as well. I feel like it's big.
Oh,
No,
no, that's not.
no, so what if you accent, you'd be alright with them doing
If
a
this
reggae song, like a
I would be more offended if they're not doing it. Because like I said, people listen to American music.
We don't, I get it. But we're back though. No, wait, so no, sorry, let me just make it clear. You're not being okay. It's nearly someone saying, I don't want to say. But in a big,
They say it anyway. They say it anyway. Listen. They say it anyway. That doesn't so wait. I can't do that. Wait, go on the accent, yeah? If a chick comes on and singing, try to tell you I should sing.
no, but you're back.
Come on,
So
man.
it's not like and you're not back, you don't say, oh, you know.
What is
Okay, let's take a comment.
Okay, so Sonia, yes, notice will thank you. And Sonia also says she's loving the new format. Thank you so much. Candy says there are so many black and Polish couples here. I can't believe people didn't know in this day and age. Yeah, I'm not really
Ladies in the audience, what do you think?
What you guys, what I'm with you, Sade, Aunty Sade, because what you guys are doing is bringing false equivalence, right? History, decades, hundreds of years of history. You know, we know that Eastern Europe has poor race relations with the African diaspora. So unfortunately, no, I can't be as indigenous. Like if a fellow Jamaican is making fun out of the Ghanaians, we have a history of healing and understanding, so we can actually jive if we want to. Yeah, I can't say that for the Poles. Funny enough, even though we've had this really interesting connection with them over, the last 20, 30 years here, have we been mocking them? Like, honestly, in comedy and entertainment, where is the need for that kind of global entertainment as well? There's other ways, I think you've already said it, I'm happy for black music to be celebrated in any part of the world, but do you really need to do blackface? Blackface is punching down. When we're in a place of unicorns and utopia, where there's equilibrium in all of us, wear blackface, do what you want, but we're nowhere near that. And European countries and practically every white-skinned nation on the planet has very poor track record with blackface. For that reason, I'm with you, Aunty Sade.
Aunty Angela, I know you want to say it.
I don't get the blackface. If you want to sing the song, sing the song. I sing songs by many white artists, not very well, but I sing the song. But I don't feel the need that I need to be white. What? And again, like you were saying, Aunty AK, did the skin and everything help her sing the song better? No, it was a wrong one.
It's the othering, isn't it? Why do white people want to dress up to be black? They want to experience it with themselves and their homes and lives. I don't know. Yeah, it's just the ultimate othering, stepped into their lives. Wasn't it funny? Yeah.
The other thing, sorry, is that when anybody blacks up, are we pretending that they're not having a laugh at our expense when they're doing it?
Yeah.
All making fun in the makeup room and making their little un-PC jokes that they can't get away with on camera. Let's be honest, the whole thing is a mockery.
And you know what also, it's like the accessories they put around the performance, like they'll get guys in breakdance outfits, like Jaxn. Like, is that it? Like, why are they, I mean, this is Jerusalem, so they could actually, we're not going to get tribespeople.
But you know what? I think there definitely is a point to that. Like there's a fascination in dressing up in
Yes.
skin
Yes.
that we don't have the same. So those are the areas for me that are a bit more interesting. Like, why is there this fascination to step into black skin? But we don't seem to have the same fascination stepping into white skin. There's lighter, but not white. You don't get the same type of dressing up stuff that comes the other way. It's like that's an interesting phenomenon in itself.
I think we're not to admit, those who really are suffering under this weight of being black. I think there's not a conversation that listens. People don't admit that readily, or bleach, they don't admit that wrong and right. Definitely have those conversations. But I think white peoples or outside our culture struggle with the fact that we are so damn cool. And everything about black affects culture globally. What we do goes, what we do says, but for some reason, everyone understands that, to be black is a problem, but everything else about being black ushers the world forward. So they know our special sauce, and they know, like, let me step into it, so if they can beat us, I feel like they will beat us. But it just comes with a whole heap of Black Lives Matter shit that they can't, shake off. So it's easy to put it on and take it off. Just to experience being super cool. Imagine. Alright, interesting. So, what have you heard, Aunty Farrah?
Well, seeing as we're talking about race, I thought I'd bring in the fact that, so since Meghan and Harry's interview with Oprah, I have noticed a lot of black friends being wheeled out by the palace. The day after the interview, you've got Prince William and Meg, and not Meg, what's her name? Kate. You've got Prince William and Kate, and they're out on an official tour of a school or somewhere like that, and they're with their black friend, the teacher, whoever it was. And then you've got Prince William's friend coming out and saying, it pains me that he's having to say anything because, he's not racist and I've known him for 10 years. My question to you is this. Considering how quiet William was during the whole Meghan and Harry thing talking about race, and then how loud he was when it came to racism in football, do you think that William was actually the one that said the thing about colorism?
Do you know what? I'm going to answer. Aunty AK, what do you think? Well, I think, do you know what? I actually don't even care who said it, but I do think it might be between him and Charles. I think it's between him and Charles. But I don't care, because beyond that, it's like, what are you doing, fam? This fake PR tour is so vain, and it's exposing the fact that no one else said nothing. Well, yes, the whole family is wasted. Why are you doing the most? Why are you rolling? And sorry, I don't even go down that way. Mr. Shady or back in, excuse me, Mr. Man, doing a whole article talking about he's not racist. My friend William, you said about Hennessy with one night of experiment. I've said it, I'm going to go to Steve after experience, but it's like to be homeless so I can contribute to the cause. I ain't going to get because I'm scared, because I don't want to, it's scary. I don't want to feel that and be fake performative. I think it's actually insulting, and not to anyone who's done it for genuine causes, but for me myself, I know I'm not going to do it again. So this is performative. Prince William sleeping rough is nonsense. It means crap all as he's going back to his hotel, his mansion, his Buckingham Palace, right? So I don't care. So how can you let those words out into an interview speech from a kept online? Your words saying that he slept rough with him. You're invited to his wedding, one of 3 black people that are invited to the wedding. Taking William's wedding, one of 3 of them. So what? And also, you're the head of Central Point, or whatever the case is. Apparently, your branch of Central Point came into dispute because apparently you're going on joining Johns with the royal family and not actually putting the funds back into Central Point that really needs it. So, Mrs. Shane, I'm so annoyed. I said it before. Black people stop speaking on behalf of white folks and saying that they're not racist, because you cannot jump inside their mind and speak for them. No, ever. And Shane, do you talk to William on a regular? Do you go for drinks with him? Do you have dinner with him? Can your child, Shane, marry? Because you're a very black man, like I think you're a black wife. So I think your child is very dark. So can your dark child also marry one of the many? How many kids are for? 3. Free. So the daughter can, whatever, whoever's got whatever, can they get together and bring the new world order? Can they? No, I don't think so. Don't do that. So I actually think you were done. You could say this PR group thing is fake news. You've never had a black friend. Harry, yeah, he's had, romance and stuff, into Africa, looking sourcing. So, Harry's got more. William, you're sitting on a throne going by Africans in Africa. Are you alright? Are you okay? So sorry. I want to swear so bad. Aunty Sade.
So, this is a bit of a tricky one for me because I used to stay in Central Properties. So I used to live in Princess Capital was and so like the legacy of Princess Diana and everything was very important to Central Point. So from a PR standpoint, in terms of them talked about the price, it's the perfect movement to do. Do you know what I mean for that? But of course, it's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what do you call it, 1990 cool. They were there, they were restaurant. But yeah, I just think, he's obviously trying too hard. I think that, he probably trying because he feels guilty, but probably that he's part of the problem, like, Harry and Meghan have left. So, yeah, but he's going to have to live with that, unfortunately. So,
Aunty Nana.
I have a question for you guys. Because to me, I'm slightly conflicted. Now, let's say you knew one of the royals and they come and ask you, or through their secretary, like, there's this piece and, both want you to talk about your connection to the royal family, and also within the piece, you need to say that they're not racist and you've been welcomed into their family, and they're going to pay you a few grand. Exactly. You wouldn't.
Aunty Farrah.
let Aunty Nana answer that.
I'm doing it. That's my price.
2 million.
$2 million is my price. You can buy a black house. I'm prepared to do that for 10 million a year.
Aunty Farrah.
Wait, okay, I'm gonna answer your question first. If William was my brethren, right, and I mean like my true brethren, I can follow my text man, blah, 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 and they wanted to wheel me out, I'd let them wheel me out, but then I would caveat it like this. I cannot throw my hand in the fire to no one. He's not done nothing to me. That's the thing. That's it. I can't speak for every black person, and I can't speak for what goes on in his head. I can talk about our relationship, and to me, he's not been amazing.
Basically, that's what Mr. Shane did.
He's not saying he didn't. He said, I've never seen, he said he's always been decent. He's not saying to me, he's saying there's no way this man's racist. You don't know that. You cannot put your hands on it. You can't. And it's not, like I said, like you said, it's not like he's with William every day. Bruv, you slept on the streets 12 years ago for like a night. So I was in my fucking spirit. No, come on now, bruv. That's not your bridging. That's not your bridging. Can you go out for dinner? Are you at Kensington Palace now?
And then you go around.
Right. This is the thing. Let's think about it this way as well. The royal family don't even really see each other like that.
Yeah. So let alone
Harry said when he went to chat to his grand, he had to speak to the CEO, and the CEOs got together and they saw each other. It's not like they're bringing up each other and saying, wow, that's not happening. They have to speak to their people. So it's not like that. So this man here, do not make out like you've got William on speed dial and he's fighting you. You can't. And for that fact, I'm saying he shouldn't throw his hand in the fire. Just say, to me, I have not ever experienced any form of racism by this man. You can say that all day long. Now, what I want to say is, I feel like William did it. I feel like William said to his brother, it's going to be right direction, so I don't carry to the car. I feel like William did it because he made it. I just feel like he did it because it's all too well placed. Think about it this way. William comes out and says, I hate the fact that there's racism in football, I condemn it. He comes out openly, more openly than he's ever come out, and he feels like anything about this. This was 2 weeks before they announced that Meghan and Harry were going to go sit down for the wedding. It was 2 weeks before. William has never, not once, even now, hasn't come out and said, I'm sorry for everything that Meghan and Harry went through. He just came out and said, no, we're not worse family at all. He's had the opportunity to talk.
Right.
Why don't you just say something?
Yeah.
Just say something. Because it's clear as day that this girl, this woman is being racially victimized. She is. She's being targeted. And no matter if you want to say, it's not that, it's lying, that's just how they are, everyone's been through it, you know what it is. Yeah. So let's not forget as well, Harry came out after the interview and said it wasn't the Queen and it wasn't Prince William.
Yeah.
He could have said, and it wasn't William and it wasn't my dad.
Yeah.
He never said that. Why are you going to come and say it wasn't the Queen and it wasn't Prince William?
I think it's William and Charles.
It was crazy.
Why are you trying to say
William and Charles.
I think
and Anne?
yeah.
No, I don't really care about it.
I'm a Margaret.
Margaret's one said. Margaret was a rebel woman. She was.
I don't know, I think it was William.
I think
William Charles.
I think it's William and Charles.
Do you know what I mean? It's more than one person.
William Charles. William Charles.
Harry and Andrew.
And Edward. You feel like Edward. No, Edward.
Edward absolutely said something.
I think it was William and Charles because those are the closest people to Harry.
Do you know what Andrew said? Andrew's vet was all shit on him. He's like, anyway, all your this stuff. You like all that thing. That's what I
No, I feel like if Andrew said to Harry would throw him under the bus.
No, they didn't mention it. They barely mentioned it. They know separate protocol. Okay, thanks. So let's get to, we got some comments. Let's go to the audience first. Lady, what do you think? Was it William? And also, what do you think about Uncle Sade back in his own year?
Well, firstly, for the guy back in William, good luck to you, because I don't know, like Aunty Farrah said, how can you throw your hand in the fire when you don't know you're with it? Secondly, as to was it William? Yes, it was. It was William, and because Kate said it, because this is a woman say. This is a woman say, it was either Kate and Camilla talking,
The whole
and they were
country.
saying, what people have daughters, babies in you, and then either William or Charles went to Harry with the story. This definitely came from one of their women, and it passed up the line. And what I found kind of like interesting since then, like you're right, William hasn't come out in any support of his brother or his wife or said anything, but yet still, the other day, they put on their Instagram or something how his kids had done a card for Princess Diana and said, Papa misses you very much.
What?
When did they, so why all of a sudden, because what Harry was talking about his mum and how much his mum and his mum's living, so all of a sudden, one of your children, William, is coming out with a Mother's Day card for Lady Jaxn saying, Papa misses you very much. So yeah, they're trying to do this PR thing to make him look better than he actually is.
Anyone else?
Too much.
Anyone else to say anything?
First point, first rule of anti-racism is never to declare you're not a racist. So, like, you're banished when you say that. It doesn't matter how. Second point, did William say it? They all said it. Stop with this. I know it's nice to gossip. I like the gossip and the threat. They all said it, and this happens across the. Luckily, a lot of mixed race people came out to discuss this. If you go on Twitter and look at certain hashtags, and it will tell you on their right side of their family so much nonsense surrounding those kind of comments are there. So let's just say they said all of them said it. They all agreed on that. Thirdly, no one wants to talk about the leak of William's affair. Yeah, I'll say it.
Yes,
and get sued by other people. Man had an affair with C. And this seems like the most legitimate reason why Harry and William fell out. I imagine that Harry was like, you know what, girls, you can't be doing that kind of game. And that's where the real falling out came. He actually really checked for Kate.
Yes.
You saw that relationship before everything. And Kate has stood by her man because future king, and she's like also an aspirational.
Yeah.
But that's the other important thing. In terms of the 2 million, I go with the Farrah, Aunty Farrah, because as far as I'm concerned, like younger, like all of my white allies around me, they know that they are inherently racist and they are unpacking being racist. So here's the thing: if you're a sensible white ally, you should know that you are intrinsically racist just by the system you are born in. So for you to even start to deny that you have any of it in you, you're rubbish. In the same way that we ourselves have anti-blackness within us as black people. So I've got white friends around me telling me I'm not a racist. They're like, Cindy, there are things that I know I need to unpack. So that even that 2 million doesn't even need to be there. So that's all I think.
You would take 2 million.
No, because at the end of the day, what should be really happening is that William, if he was smart and got the right people, he would be saying, I know I have things to work on.
Yeah.
You see, now if he would engage me if he said that,
Yes.
because that's true. And we all like to forgive humans. That's the funny thing. The right apology hits nicely. So if he actually said, you know what, I've got a lot of things to learn, and I'm unpacking that, which is exactly what Harry has been doing.
Yeah.
He was wearing a Nazi costume to us.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, we all like Harry. So it shows you that forgiveness is all within us. So PR team from 1970, what, he should go to Poland.
William.
Where they're still talking nonsense about because his method of apology is relegated to 1970s Poland. You know what I mean? It's old school.
Aunty Sade, anything else?
Yeah, I think that's actually what the issue is who's scripted what William's coming out with.
Right.
It's not coming from the heart, it's not natural, it's not spur of the moment. He's been briefed in the morning. This is what you're going to say, and this is when you're going to say it. And there was no one else available anyway, because wasn't the other one in hospital? What's his name? Philip. So Ravini was busy, everyone else was around the bedside, hopefully pulled through. So Will's had to kind of take one for the team. But yeah.
It's definitely the wives. It's definitely the wives. Aunty Sade, any comments?
Yes, so Candy said the difference between the brothers, William sees Brooks as his subject and Harry sees Brooks as his equal. There's a big difference. Afterwards says the problem is saying that someone is racist or not racist. All institutions are racist. Racism rises in individuals when they come up against brown and black people. This is why black and white teachers, doctors, lawyers, police, judges can all behave in racist ways against black and brown people. It's important to understand the difference and the nuances. Yes.
Okay. I mean, we could go on, but we've got to wrap up. Take a break. We're going to take a break. Look, come on. How's that? We're going to take a break for 5 minutes and we'll be back in 5 minutes. This is your Aunty Nana, our anniversary episode. 1 year, guys. 1 year. You should do that.
Oh,
stuff like that, but we're back. This is Your Aunties Could Never, episode 54, and it's a special episode because it's our 1 year.
It's
an
an
anniversary. Anniversary. I'm Aunty AK, and I'm here with
Aunty Farrah.
I'm Aunty Nana.
And I'm Aunty Sade.
Hey, my ladies, and we have some special guests in the room. Some of our favorite contributors, our commenters. Say hi, ladies. Hey, thank you for coming all the way down here. Thank you to the Cube Studio. Big them up. Thank you. And big up our crew. People in the back. Make some noise. Thank you, everybody. So now we're moving on to Aunties Know Best. And this is the time when we lay down the law, give our advice, and tell you what we think you should do to resolve your damn issues. However, disclaimer, we will give you the best advice we can give, but we are only giving advice. We're not lawyers, we're not doctors, we're not psychologists, we're not therapists, we're not all of this stuff, we're not scientists. We're just giving our opinion. So take it with a pinch of salt. Do not come for us. We'll come back for you. Anyway, Aunty Sade.
Yes.
Have you got a problem we need to solve?
I have a dilemma for you, ladies. Okay, so here it goes. Dear aunties, love the show. Can you help? My boyfriend is a known rapper. We've been together forever, and even before he started to get known, although he hasn't fully blown, these are actual words, he is very well known. Like every couple, we've had our ups and downs. I've even forgiven him for stepping out, etc. But I've always been behind the scenes, as I know how messy it can get. And I'm rarely on social media, and I only have Snapchat. And if I do go on other socials, I usually do that through my friend's or my sister's account. So anyway, it's been made known to me that my boyfriend, let's say in the recent past, has had some unsavory things to say about dark-skinned girls on social media. I can't lie, I was in denial about it, especially because I myself am a dark-skinned woman. So I can't believe that he would say something like that. But after investigating with my girls, it looks like it was true, and it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. He knows that I know, and he has said that he didn't mean it, but I can't lie, it's made me question why I've always been in the background. And also my girls have pointed out that all the girls he's cheated on me with are light. I love him so much, and I know he loves me, but honestly, I don't know what to do. I know that if I don't stand by him, it could potentially destroy his career.
Aunty Nana, what would you like to say?
It could potentially destroy his career. So to me, that would suggest that he said something really repugnant, and I wouldn't care about his career. I would be putting myself first, my self-esteem, and if we had any future children, just the fact that he's been stepping out repeatedly with other women, like, this guy is questionable, so you'd leave him. Like, there shouldn't be any type of loyalty for a scumbag. And yeah, you deserve better. Like, regardless of what he put in his tweets, all of that jazz, that's separate. I wouldn't care about his career going forward because he hasn't cared about me in any way. So I would be off gladfully. And when the shit hits the fan, I'd be on there like doing little emojis, like crying emojis. I'd just be trolling him. I'd be a troll.
Aunty Farrah.
I want to know, is she really his girlfriend? Because, no. Because the thing is, she said she's always been in the background. And I don't mean does she think that she's his girlfriend. I mean, like, does he consider her to be his girlfriend? Because if he doesn't consider her to be his girlfriend, that's why he's whining like this. Because you cannot have a girlfriend and be acting like that. You can't have a girlfriend. This is the woman that you allegedly love, right? And then you're going to be going around trolling people that look like her. That don't make no sense. So I wonder if she is his friend with benefits, which is why he keeps her to the side, which is why he feels like he can say whatever he wants to say to the open world, you know? And also, if that's why he's telling her, it will ruin his life if she blows up his shit.
No. He's not saying
He's not saying that. No. It's just that if it goes viral, that
But
what
why does she say if she doesn't support him, it will ruin his life?
if she doesn't stand by him.
Yeah,
so
but
in
why?
that sense of like, you know, like because she's dark skinned.
Yeah, but
and
he can't roll her
if she
out
stands
now. But
by
this is my
him,
thing. My
then
thing is this: he wasn't rolling her out before. Don't roll me out as your lifeline. Fuck you. No offense. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like no.
But my thing is, all the offence. No, all the offence. I take that back. All the offence. Because my point is, why are you in the dark and then talking about I need to have his back? You're in the dark, dark skinned girl. He is not showing you into the light. And he's cheating with you with light-skinned girls. He's telling you he don't rate you. Why are you there holding him down and he's not rating you, and he's got backstory of talking about dark-skinned girls, and you're there talking about, I'm going to, if I oh, fuck off, man. I'll beat you. If it was my sister, I'll beat you. Allow it. I understand, you know, you get stigmatized. Maybe his lyrics are bad or something like that. Maybe he spits all the bars, and when he's spitting bars in the bed, you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No. You're in the sidelines, you're in the dark, and it's not happening. You don't need to think about anything further than the fact that he's got these, it's not your business to save him. We're going to talk about this later. It's not your 100% business. Get him gone. No one cares. Drop him off. And if it goes viral, that's his business. And yes, you're going to make a stand for all the dark-skinned girls who've been dissed, actually. What about sisterhood in this moment? Forget standing by this rapper who's going to... The thing is, they don't even get held accountable anyway.
Exactly.
He's going to go far. He's actually going to blow even more. He's going to have all the controversy, make two tunes, and then, you know, get on a boat, party with some chicks, and it'll be all good. So get him gone, stand up for your black sisters, and get out of here, man. Aunty Sade.
I mean, when she was like, oh, he's cheated on me a couple times, it's like, it's a wrap, basically. Do you know what I mean? That's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But yeah, I think she can't really win because if she stands by him and he said something really bad, like she's gonna look like an idiot. And if she leaves, then she won't reap the benefits of his potentially
success.
Basically.
Oh yeah, the bags.
So yeah, because I'm just like, what's the motivation of her staying? Do you know what I mean?
Birkin bags.
Birkin bags, it might be. So yeah, it's a sticky one still.
What's her name? Lilani. What's that girl? Tion Wayne's troll.
Lani.
Lani. That's what she needs to do. She needs to like cut all ties and just like make
She needs to.
Do you know what?
I'm saying the bad boy pieces.
That's what I'm saying.
She needs to.
She needs to do.
She should actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is just pretend. But she should actually go to the Sun or something and be like, I've got some information. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And I can verify it. I can be your source.
Yeah.
Basically.
Make more money from getting 2 Birkin bags.
Because he don't care about her.
No,
he doesn't care about her.
Let's get some comments. Anyone advising Aunty Darkskin?
Yeah. Yes. So Jeff Schumann says a grown man rapping, he needs to find meaningful employment.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting that.
Uncle Jeff.
Sorry, 1 second. Akoi said my saying for the week, fuck you, no offense, fuck you. Thank you, Aunty Farrah. Yeah. And we've got a few people. Glennis says, so proud of you all. And Akoi is also saying, we love how now you have great sound, which is great.
Yay!
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Ladies in the audience, do you have anything to say for Sister Darkskin? Aunty Antoinette.
Oh, bless her. Number one, he does not love you. Or I don't even think he likes you. He's treating you like a mushroom. He's just keeping you in the dark. Because he knows that you're not on any social media. So he's out there doing what he wants. If he is really sorry for what he said about dark-skinned women all those years ago or whenever it was, bring her out. This is my girl. I said what I said, and I was out of order. I shouldn't have said that. But this is my girl. This is what I stand for. Yeah. But no, he's not doing any of that. And then she's like, oh, how can I, stand by him? And he will be fine. Do you, girl? He will be fine. Yeah.
Do you know what? Even the bringing her out thing, I'm not up for that because I feel like he's bringing her out now to save himself. Like, no, fuck you. I stand
by that. Because no, why should I save you? You wasn't thinking about me when you was dipping your doodah in Tom, Dick and Harry or Fiona, whatever you want to call women's names.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? It might be Tom, Dick and Harry for all we know. But nah, he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he deserves it. But I'm saying if he thinks that he is sorry for what he said and he wants to dispel that, this dark skin myth or whatever it was he said, then say, I have a dark skin girlfriend. I shouldn't have said this. That's how I meant about bringing her out. But just to say that, but I'm with you.
I mean, did we not just talk about a foolish man being wheeled out to protect William?
Yes.
Why is it that black people, as soon as it's within our own community, we're more forgiving? This is the same dynamic. Why are we wheeling out this poor woman to fend for this idiot?
Right.
He showed himself the first time, didn't he? Like, he literally showed himself. That's that. She's playing a mugs game. In the rap game in 2021, colorism's still where it's at. When he goes upwards, they will get lighter from what he's like shown himself to be. No, dash him. Simple. It's not. I don't know why he should roll her out at the 11th hour. Then she's just playing like, I don't know. She's covering his ass for what? That just made me think of Stormzy and what was his girlfriend at the time? Maya. Yeah, just the whole hating on the black girls, the dark-skinned ones, just don't really get it. But at the same time, there's this elevation of the chocolate man, but the dark sister's always been put down. I think maybe it's a jealousy thing, really. That's the only thing I can actually conclude out of it. I don't know. Just silly. I'll just move on, really. You're wasting your time with him. If he doesn't appreciate, well, yeah. If he doesn't appreciate, move on.
The mushroom hairstyle went out in the 80s, didn't it? Allow it. Treat you like I'm using that in the dark, like a mushroom.
Treat me like a fucking mushroom. I'm using it.
Like a mushroom.
Like a mushroom.
A whole...
A portobello.
That's a fancy one. Even that's a fancy one. A common toadstool. Listen.
Alright, so sister,
Please leave that man immediately.
Yeah.
Aunty Nana, have you got an issue that we need to resolve?
I have an internet kind of dilemma situation that I really want to get you guys opinions on.
Okay.
All right, so it goes. I was told to babysit my stepson because the mother will be working the whole weekend and my boyfriend went home. I'm presuming that's to his family. Okay. Accidentally, I received a picture from an unknown number of them both on vacation. I've been crying non-stop. My heart, crying emoji, heartbroken emoji. Ladies, what would you do if your husband did this to you?
Wait, they're married?
It says stepson.
Wait, hold on. So the stepson, wait, what? Calm down. Pause. Stepson said, I'm going on holiday.
No.
The
wait.
dad.
The dad.
Wait, hold on.
So
My husband, okay, the father of
and
the...
the ex-wife or the
Oh, baby mother.
mother,
Yeah.
are on holiday, and their child is with the stepmother.
Jesus Christ. Well, you know what I'm doing? Wait. This is where you have to get smart and vindictive. That's what you do. So it's not the kid's fault, right? Firstly, it's not the kid's fault. Cool, innit? All right, you're on holiday. All right, cool, innit? That's all good. Where's your money? Where's your things? Okay, I'm packing your shit. Yeah? When you come home, you will find your shit outside. I'm not taking that on the youth because at the end of the day, the mum's on holiday, the dad's on holiday, they're playing a whole mass like on holiday. You have to be smart and vindictive, deal with him in a way that's gonna hurt him when he gets home. Let him, if you want to be with your baby mother, go and be with your baby mother. You can't come around here, don't treat me like no idiot. He's gonna find himself with no money, no clothes, no nothing. Because actually, I'm not even packing this shit, I'm burning it. Are you taking me for a fool? Are you taking me for a fool?
So hold on. So the husband
Yeah.
went on holiday
With
Yeah.
the baby mother.
with the mother of
Yeah.
the child, your stepchild,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
you're looking after.
that you're looking after. So they've gone to reconnect in
In where?
Shangri-La, in
vacation.
Dubai, in somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm babysitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're asking me what we should, you're asking us what we should tell
What
you
would
to
you
do.
do if you was the wife
What would
and
I
you found this
do?
out? What
Yeah.
would you do?
Smart and vindictive. Go to sleep.
What would I do? Aunty Sade. I mean, Aunty Nana, what would you do?
I mean,
Oh, Aunty Sade, what would you do? Sorry.
What would I do? It's a tough one, you know, because I think it would involve violence. I can't lie. It would. It involve some degrees of violence against both of them, to be honest. I might actually go on holiday too with the son.
Ooh,
And I might meet them there. I might just meet them there.
Aunty Nana, does it say how old this son is? Because if the son's old enough to stay by themselves, I'm gone.
Oh.
No.
You just
It's
said
not
no,
the
because
kid's
you're
fault.
babysitting the child. though.
It's not the kid's fault.
Wait.
But you can take them to their parents, though.
But
So
that's
I
what
might
I'm saying.
take you to your parents.
on
My
vacation.
thing
Yeah.
is, How old's the child? Like, what's the situation?
It says babysitting my
Babies is a
stepson.
little.
So
Okay.
babysitting could be up
Find a
to.
godparents, find an auntie. Here you go. I'm out.
But it's not the kid's
It's not.
fault.
Yeah, but hold on. Wait.
I feel
Listen.
like they've
Listen.
probably got a bond. The fact that she's babysitting him while the parents are away, that means that they've bonded,
So
right?
They're married. They're married, or they're in a
It
long-term
says
relationship.
stepson, so it must
Must
be
be married.
All right. Say nothing. So, so you've got a relationship with the child. Yeah, you've got a relationship with the child.
It's not about the child.
It's not about the child, but the child also, because I'm vexed and I'm hurt and I'm crying, the child's going to suffer some
The child is going to
in
suffer.
toxic
in some
environments.
way.
Let's remove the child from a toxic environment, because that's what social services would do. Because also that might be they might be called. Isn't it? So actually, let's remove the child from a toxic situation, because I'm not in my right mind at this stage.
Yeah, right.
Child goes to auntie, godparents, grandparents. Let's remove the child from this situation. Then I can get about my business, because every doors locked, stuff's burnt, credit cards chopped, banks blocked, mess up the whole shit. That's it. But just remove the child from the situation. I don't want to be blamed. Yeah.
I can't lie. I just don't know. I don't know whether on their return, I just don't know. Like, if I see them
Red
again,
mist.
like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Red mist.
I think it would just be mist, like, you know,
Yeah.
that dark mist. I don't know what could happen.
Yeah.
I want to do the worst thing,
Yeah.
and I feel the way I want their heart to sink.
No.
I'm going.
No.
I'm taking the child, and we're going
knew you was gonna
to
say that.
Israel.
Oh my God.
To Israel.
And you're just not going to know what happened to us. I'm going to do this for free. I know I'm going to prison. I know this is real. I know I'm going to prison. But it's better I do this so that your heart sinks. There's no trace. You are literally like, I've lost my child.
Wow.
My child has gone.
Wow.
And then I'll just pop up and get enough. It's longer. No, a month isn't long enough. No, it needs to be hellish. 6 months. It needs to be hell. Like, I want you to believe I've killed the child in knowing this.
I can't.
The rage.
can't.
Like, literally, when I read
can't.
this, I was like, killing them isn't enough.
But I feel you.
I need your heart to drop. Like, you know, like your heart drops on the floor and you're like, oh my God, what did we do? Like, I want you
Let's
to
be real.
swim in that pool.
It's a violation. It's
Yeah.
an
You know what?
extreme
Okay.
violation, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Holiday.
It
though.
needs an extreme consequence.
And
This
you
is
know
what I'm
the
saying.
break-
And
you know what I
I'll
mean?
do time for kidnap. What'd you get for kidnapping? Like
And
10
the
years?
kid will come and visit you, you know.
Because we would have had the best time in Israel. I don't know why Israel comes from.
I don't know why. Because it's hard to get in.
It's
like,
far.
it's hard to get in.
Like,
Oh, Russia. It's hard to get in there.
No, but who wants to go?
No, but it's
people
hard to
do want to go Russia.
Yeah, they do.
I'm sure it's beautiful, but I mean, Israel's hot and stuff.
I mean, let's get some comments, because I'm scared of you.
I'm scared. I expect that from Aunty Sade. Get me? Like,
No. I'm right there. I'm with you, man.
like,
You
she,
can call me.
no,
I'll
but
help you.
the thing is, though, I feel like I'd help too slightly. You know what I mean?
I'm complicit in a situation, but I'd be
I'd
like,
drive you to
shit,
the
man.
airport.
Are we doing this? Are we
They're on
doing
holiday.
this?
They're on holiday taking pictures, bruv.
Yeah, it's true.
Are you taking pictures?
But hold on.
Because I got a picture. Do you know what I mean?
No, but my okay. So what? So do they want to get caught? Why did you do
The
this?
baby mother sent the
They're
picture.
laughing at you. They're basically laughing
Yeah,
at you. drinking.
Yeah, the baby
The
mother's
baby
like,
mother sent the
the
picture.
baby mother is angry, jealous.
The baby
and
mother
she's
wants
like,
him back.
yeah, you need to know what the situation is.
I told you to tell your wife. You said we was gonna be together. I don't know why I'm doing American accent. See?
Okay, so, sorry, I need to compose myself. I'm so angry for her. Serious.
Situation.
Okay, so Red Border says liberties. Where have they gone in the middle of a pandemic? Report them.
Risking it all.
Okoye says I would take the boy on holiday the day before the parents arrive, and I wouldn't tell anyone where we've gone, but I will tell his parents. That's your sister.
That's your sister.
That's his family.
Jeff says walking away silently hurts them even more.
Yeah.
No,
It's too
I'm
easy.
sorry,
That's
Jeff.
it.
Love you, but no.
They
I
might
need
want
real
you to
pain.
go.
You know what? Yeah, someone told me that sometimes you have to decide whether you enact the revenge or you let God. But you need to know when you do it. And I think that this is a case when you do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You gotta take that.
This is a liberty.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes silent and dignified it works, and then other times silent and
Yeah.
dead.
So they need to feel
God
it.
will silent and
Do
deadly.
it too.
Yeah. Well,
Double,
God will
I mean.
empower me to do it.
It's a double.
Let's get
Sorry. Yeah. Get some audience comments.
Aunties in the order. We got to wrap this up quickly. Give us some quick fire answers, aunties.
Okay, I would say I would drop the child off at a relative, and then I'd binge watch Law and Order Special Victims Unit for tips because it's going down. Something's going to happen. Like Aunty Sade, it's a violation. I'm watching Law and Order again just to get some tips because I'm plotting. It may not happen straight away as they come back, but something's going to go down.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
I'm still in shock. I can't even start to comprehend the situation really, so I don't know what my solution would be.
Long game. They won't know anything, but the divorce would have gone through, like that all would be sorted, and you'll come back thinking that things are sweet. But I'll have tapped into my fuck you fund that all women should have, and then when I'm ready to depart and everything's sorted, I will expose you lots of madness on social media, call you lot out.
You know what? It's the way that Cindy has delivered it. It's like you in the time we discussed it, she planned it and plotted it. The way she delivered that answer was like, okay, so here's the plan, yeah? Here's what we're gonna do.
Do you know what? I'm taking bits of that and bits of yours. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm making out like nothing ever happened. Come home, baby. Oh, babe, how are you? You're right. Good. Let's go on holiday. Let's go Israel. Let's go somewhere, go somewhere where when I take his passport and I leave him there, he's fucked. How you getting home now? Yeah. What are you doing now? There ain't no British consulate here. What are you gonna do, you fucking bitch? Fuck you.
know what we could do?
I was about to say it. No, Cindy, let me say it.
Order some greens, some herb, anything. Drop it in the suitcase.
No, then we're going Saudi Arabia.
Maybe
We're going Saudi.
Where they chop limbs off?
Wherever that's
Saudi. We're going Saudi Arabia.
That's where they're going.
You sell a loaf of bread, your hand gets chopped. That's what
Or you say that he slept with someone's wife, so then they chop off something else.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's it.
Okay. Anyway.
All right. Moving on. We compose ourselves now, ladies. That's stop now. We're revealing all the sources and all the tricks. For the culture. For the culture. Can we join up?
At one stage, we will have some music.
Yeah, I don't think mine and Aunty Nana's music taste is the same. It's not the same as this.
For the culture.
That's not the song either.
Well, just dissing us down this side of the table,
You know what I'm saying? It's
Just
this side
actual
of the table
dissing us.
alive.
You know what I'm saying?
It's okay.
It's cool.
For the culture. Cut to Cindy. Cut to Cindy. Thank you. For the culture. Anyway, this is a section where we talk about what's going on in Black. And I went American too.
You did. See?
I didn't whiteface
See?
though.
But see.
No. Anyway, okay, so look, speaking of cheating, there's a lot been going down in our culture recently. We have had Saweetie and Quavo, poor lasses, they've broken up. Why? Because Saweetie hinted that her man had cheated. Bruv, Listen, I'm doing my report. Can you guys
Oh, sorry,
Pim,
my bad.
please. Saweetie has said that she implied that her man had cheated, and so she's no longer for the cause of Quavo. And Quavo has responded in her ambiguous claim that, yep, she weren't happy in the situation, and he wasn't as loyal as she thought. He was like, I thought you were a better woman than that. Pause. And he also removed her items that he bought her as well.
A Bentley.
A Bentley. I'm saying items because
Yeah.
items. So that's that situation. Then moving over to the UK. Well, he's not UK. He's not British, is he, Derrick? He's American as well, isn't it?
No, he's American.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Anyway, I don't, these people. So then we have Derrick Jaxn is his name. He's a renowned Black relationship guru. He speaks to us poor broken women, gives us all the advice on how to be, how to, not us. He speaks to, in quotes, sarcastically, he speaks to us broken Black women about how to be better women and how not to take men that treat us like shit. He's our guru, he's our God, and he gives us all the advice. However, I'm talking metaphorically. Okay? Can you let me get through my point?
Sorry.
Sorry.
There's a lot to say.
Okay.
He's also been caught out cheating for many years on his wife. And so, what I want to ask, there's a few things here, because when Saweetie came out and said, peace to the gods, and said, I'm out of here, but she also revealed the fact that her man possibly cheated, there was a lot of backlash talking about, why are you revealing the things? Why are you talking about it? Why are you exposing the thing? And even Quavo's response, saying that I thought you were a different woman. Basically saying, I thought you'd be a woman that would stand by me, even though I've done shitty to you. I don't expect you to talk out on me. So I want to ask, number one, why are women expected to be loyal in this situation? Number two, what is it about our men? And I'm talking about our men, because it's about our men, that feels like it's like a rite of passage to cheat, like it's normal, like it's a man thing to cheat. What is it? And number three, with Derrick, there were a lot of Black men that were saying, laughing at him, saying, you guys are fools, this guy's a fool, he's a cheater, and all that stuff. Should we have listened to all the bitter Black? I wrote a lot of the guys cussing him off, like, you lot are just jealous, you're just bitter. So, and the fact that they were calling him out in the beginning, are we to say then that there is no such thing as a good Black man, that they all cheat?
Wow.
Discuss.
Wow. That was a lot.
Pew, 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 pew. I told you there was a lot to say on this.
I'm not going first.
Aunty Nana.
Okay,
We've got
so-
3 questions to answer here.
The expectation that Black women will keep stum and allow you to do your fuckeries, and we will either just leave you quietly but not expose what's going on. That's real.
Yeah.
And the fact that he had the goal to go under her tweet and be like, I thought you was a better woman than this. It's that real expectation that I can fuck you over and you're not gonna say anything. I'm so glad that Saweetie did talk on it, really, because she's young, she's influential, she set a tone, and hopefully more people will be like, I'm not going to put up with this and keep quiet and just be like, oh, we just broke up. Like, they're going to expose. She could go further. I really hope that she does. I hope she brings out more information about him. But yeah, it's not okay. And there's also other women that were also kind of being like, why is she talking on it? Like, that's tacky. And it's like that whole thing of tackiness. I could go on a tangent because to me it feels so much like snitching. It feels like a setup.
Yeah.
Like they set up this way of society does you over constantly, but you feel bad talking about it. Right. And then they put a cultural slant on it. So Black people don't feel that they can snitch on each other because there's this overarching snitching thing that you don't talk on the fuckeries that have been done for you for centuries, and they've made it a part of our culture. But yeah, the men, it's out of order. What was the second question?
Here we go. Why do Black men cheat?
I haven't. I don't. But you know what? No, I do know. I think it's easy at this moment in time. This doesn't mean that it's going to be like this forever. But Black men are in demand. And what they don't realize is that their sexual prowess is actually real power. And the more you spend it, the less power you have. And the fact that it's like Black men rinse out their sexual power in their youth and use it wantonly around the place, they don't actually realize how detrimental that is to themselves and us as a community. So I understand for the fabric that has been built around us with white pathology, that there is this heralding of black men and their kind of sexual allure, and black men feed on that because they don't know how powerful they are, and you're just spending it and you're in a place. I wish they would get in touch with that notion that actually you don't even have to be monogamous, but if you're really focused on who you are and what you're building, life would be so different. But just going about fucking everywhere is the same as the school to prison pipeline. There's shit. It's the same trap that they're falling into. And the third one,
Derrick, should we listen to black men, you know, calling...
but this guy was a con man from jump. Yeah. I was in Essence and he had a stall and he had the longest line selling his first book and he sold out on day 1.5. He's just used black women's insecurity and he's been a con man from time, and people needed to listen to the fuck. You need to listen to a fuckery's man. Fuckery's man, listen.
Yeah.
Like, because they're just true, they're telling the truth, and you stay away from them. But people wanted to give money, and even this whole scenario, I really feel like it's marketing. I feel like he's planned it all, put it all in place. Now his name is ringing around the world, and there'll be so many women that will feed into this bullshit of I'm in alignment with God, and I needed to go through this test, and now I love my wife, and they're going to buy his second book that he has out now.
Oh, God brought me back.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like, the hustle is so real. Him going live, his wife in a bonnet, like, all of this shit is just brilliant fodder for him selling his book. And yeah, I just wish we were smarter.
Aunty Sade.
Yeah, all of that.
All of the above.
I think the black men cheat question is a very, very loaded question.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that all men have the potential to cheat. I think all women have to cheat as well. We don't really talk about black women cheating in the same way, but
like black women don't cheat.
They really.
We don't know what that word means as it pertains to women.
But it's a very real. Who are the black women cheating?
No. My question is, why? And
Who are they cheating
let's
with?
clarify. It's like a rite of passage. It's like it's expected at this point that a man. And the reason why I'm sorry, the way I'm framing it as black men, because it's a black show, black women, black talking about our culture and our communities. That's why I'm centering on black men. So the other people, we know men in general, you know, can cheat, but in our community, it seemed to be a given, isn't it?
I think it's a very, very strong negative stereotype. I think it's that, and it's kind of woven its way in like it's a truth. I just don't think that is ultimately the case. Do you know what I mean? There's plenty of relationships and they don't break up all because of cheating. It's just not the truth, really. But I think that, you know, definitely in entertainment, in music, or, you know, that sort of thing, it is, you know, that story is played out over and over and over again. And it seems just to work in that machine. It seems to be a marketing machine. You know, Sweetie was an artist. She got with Quavo, who was also an artist. You know, Notorious, who's around a lot of strippers, around that kind of world. Do you know what I mean? Sweetie is almost seen as a good girl type girl in her world. Do you know what I mean? And then, you know, she's with this rapper and he cheats on her. Oh, wow. Like, Sweetie's now going to go find herself and become a bigger artist. Do you know what I mean? Really and truly. And it's this happens over and over again. So I think, like, you know, I just don't like that kind of framing. What was the other question? Sorry?
About women, you know, women being expected to be loyal in this situation and not to talk up the things.
So yeah, I just think, I think that's misogyny, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you know, women police women in that as well. So, but yeah, I just don't think. I think if that's your truth, then say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We live in the world of social media now. Some people are comfortable with putting their business out online, but I don't think that's really any different from before social media, when people would be like, "Don't air your house business." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't tell your aunties about how I beat you the other day, kind
Yeah.
of thing. Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Or don't tell the school. It's just the same sort of thing. It's just trying to control people who they believe are weaker, really and truly. With regards to Derrick, oh, mate, I just think, like, honestly, I think I've said this before, like, unless we don't know that she is an Hollywood actress, like, what the fuck was she doing in that bonnet? I just don't I don't know what was going on, but it just seemed like, oh, I'm such a house girl and I'm just gonna sit here. It was just like, do you need help, love? Like, do you know what I mean? Just blink twice. Yeah, honestly, like, what was going on? And it was just the way he was clasping her hand, like he literally physically just didn't want to let her go. And I just thought, like, I think I said to you guys in the group, like, it just seemed like the same relationship as Regina Hall's character in Girls Trip. Like, they're just trying to stay together for the business. Do you know what I mean? He's a millionaire at the end of the day. Not many people know that.
Billion or million?
Million. He's a
Okay.
millionaire. Do you know what I mean? He's built a reputable company. People buy into stuff, and it's not just women; it is men too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a good proportion of men that listen to what he was saying in How to Be a Better Man. Do you know what I mean? So, like, and I don't think it's necessarily always insecure women that are listening to him. Sometimes, and this is the thing, it's like, with these characters, sometimes if they're talking sense, you can't disagree with that. It's hard to disagree with if at the points that they're talking sense. Do you know what I mean? He's a good-looking guy. He takes care of himself. Do you know what I mean? So I can see why he's popular. But I just think, like, I don't know. I think they're trying to keep the lights on at the end of the day.
Mate.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if she's in on it too. And this whole narrative about stand by your man is just bullshit, really and truly. So, yeah. Those are
Aunty Farrah.
Boy. Let's just talk about Quavo.
Okay.
Yeah? So, I think I have a problem with when you do shit and then you expect for the person that you've hurt and broken their heart
Mate.
to hold your shit, to hold your corner and not say nothing. She was quite dignified, let's be real.
Yeah.
She didn't come out and start naming names and saying all the things that she did. She just said, yeah, I'm confirming that we're not together. I checked out a long time ago. I had to recognize that I can't allow certain behaviors. That's what she said. Then he's come out and acted like a little bitch, let's face it. Yeah? Come out and he said, I'm disappointed in you. What, you're disappointed in the fact that I said that you cheated on me? Did you cheat on me? If you cheated on me, what's your problem? I'm disappointed in you. Let's flip the script. I'm disappointed in you, right? What you should have done is shut your fucking mouth, owned your shit, and kept it moving. That's what you should have done. But no, he spat his dummy out and acted like a little bitch. That he, after replying to her tweet, go and get the people to go and seize her Bentley. Get that if you are paying for the Bentley on finance, you don't want to keep paying for the Bentley on finance because you're not with her no more. But my point is, you're paying for the Bentley on finance. So maybe you shouldn't have got her a Bentley in the first place. What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Did you do that because you're cheating and you was like, babe, I'm going to get you a Bentley. This is how much I love you. I'm prepared to take on this debt for the rest of my life or however long it is. It's just like, no, Quavo, you're all types of wrong. It made me laugh that Offset was trending.
Mate.
Because people was like, right, you need to go speak to Offset because whatever he does with, like, he ain't got no Offset D. That's what people were saying. Like, it's just like, that made me laugh. But it's just like, I am bothered when the person that does wrong acts like the victim and that we should feel sorry for you because someone's exposed your fuckery. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I think you sent it. I can't remember what Chip said. You said he sent a tweet about.
Something about exposing your business out there, and like if you're something like if you're a hoe, then you can go back to hoeing, and if you're a good girl, you can be a good girl.
But carry yourself with dignity.
But carry yourself with dignity, and it's just like, shut up, Chip. And Chip, I've got a lot of time for you, but that you just also need to hold your corner, because why shouldn't she be able to come out and speak her truth? I said she didn't actually say too much. It was very dignified in what she said. She could have come out and named names and dates and places and all of these things and exposed him. She didn't. She simply said, I'm not with this man. I checked out a long time ago. I had to recognize that certain behaviors was not for me. That's what she said. And
Exactly,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
And if you are the wrongdoer, you should own that and feel sorry and apologetic for your wrongdoings, not fight that person because they've held you out. That's my issue with that. This Derrick dude, I don't really know too much about him, all right, firstly. I heard that he took Miami and was like doing them, he flew her out. He was doing the most with this chick. Yeah. And now the shit's hit the fan. He's like, no, that's not the story. Morning Glory, all this kind of shit. And it's just like, he's clearly trying to save his brand. And possibly, it sounds like to me, the wife is trying to save the brand. Who knows what they've really got going on? Because apparently he was with the wife before he was with the chick that he cheated on. I don't know. It's all types of messy anyway. But yeah, I black men cheating. I don't think that all black men cheat. I think that people have a tendency to do things if they feel like they can get away with it, or they feel like they're in control or in power, or even if they're just unhappy. It's people, and you know, women cheat as well. So we got to look at shit like that. There are some very, very good black men out there. Won't name no names. Some of them are in the studio. But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how it goes. It's just how it goes.
I mean, so, okay. First of all, because I went out, this is 4 or 5 years ago, a long time ago. We was together. 8 months in, man called me and said, I've got something to tell you. I'm still with my children's mother, so he shit hit the fan. But also what man tried to say to me, what he did say was that also, if this number calls you, don't answer it. So like, okay. So when that number called me, I answered it. And me and his children's mother had a great conversation. And it established a few things. We were amicable, we were nice, we were cool to each other, and we established the facts. And in the end, he went back to his children's mother, where he should have been in the first place. But when we had our establishing conversation, verifying facts, getting all the, lining things up, dotting our I's, crossing our T's in this conversation, he had the cheek to say to me, I can't believe you spoke to her. So I was like, but wait. But wait, though. Hold on. You took 8 months of my life, on lies, on lies. And I'm supposed to be loyal to who? To you? It's me and my sisterhood, me and my sister girl, first of all, and I'm loyal to myself. I'm loyal to my child that you met, all of that type of shit. So I was like, I really can't stand this sworn to secrecy silence that we're supposed to do as women, because we're made to feel shame for wanting to fucking take to the streets and blow a man up for doing fuckery. That's the part because so when they came for Sawiti, I was vexed. I don't do this loyalty shit. And it is misogyny. It's shaming women for even getting into a situation where, the man's questionable, or I don't even know what the mindset is, where you guys think it's okay, you know what, she's gonna have my back. It's that arrogance that we're gonna have their back regardless what they do, because we've empowered them so much, unfortunately, society, patriarchy, whatever the case is, we've empowered men so much that they think that even if they cheat and break our hearts and destroy us, we are still gonna have their back, or we should, by force, have their back and carry them through their life. Whilst they go off into the sunset, mind you, because where's my man right now, by the way, people? I beg you, like out there, hi. You know what I'm saying? Where's my man right now? But they're off in their relationship, happy, and do you know what? I'm even happy for them. Get on with it, because that's where you should have been in the first place. Sort your shit out, don't cheat out on anything else. But why are we expected to be loyal? So fuck all of that. And it's the same thing when Cardi broke up with Offset, you had the elders of the society, T.I. and Snoop, coming in with their advice, saying, go on, take him back. Don't hold him accountable. Don't be angry with him. Don't do nothing, but take him back. He just cheated on you. It's okay, love. And putting that pressure on people. Derrick Jaxn, I listened to some of his videos. I watched some of his videos. Yes, he's right, a broken clock, as they say, but you were lying the whole time. The whole time. And it's actually the men that were calling him out and laughing at him and saying, look, this guy is a liar anyway. it's interesting because like they're the ones that are reinforcing the thing like man cheat, so you women falling for him, man's probably a cheater. So they're kind of reinforcing the stereotype too that men cheat. So that's my point. I think I covered everything. Let's get some comments.
Okay, I'll just do like a few. So Candy says, never trusted Derrick. He comes across as a creep and it comes as no surprise at all. Ronald says, you ladies seem to be saying that most black men cheat. That is not true. No, we're not all saying that.
No, we didn't say that. It was a question that was answered well and honestly.
And then Okoye says, go Nana, black power is real. The hating on dark women and using black men is about power. The majority of black men are not about that life, and dark-skinned black women need to ignore colorism. All these things are there to mess with our heads.
We got to wrap up quickly, so my aunties, ladies in the audience, what do you have to say in a quick thing?
I'd say entanglement.
Yeah, trust.
We fall into these things as humans, but the choice of whether you're going to stay and see it through is yours ultimately. No one should coerce you, like Derrick obviously doing to his wife. She's there like gritting her teeth. So yeah, it's your choice. You stay or you say we're going to move on.
Aunty Cindy.
I think black women need to start to place their value higher. I think that we've overvalued some of the worst types of our men in the community, and that divestment needs to start to take place more so. I think, unfortunately, not all men, let's establish that, have bought into the most laziest tropes of themselves, which is either to be a thug or a buffoon. And unfortunately, in the rap game, it's really, really like they take one or two. You'd be the clown or the thug. And in terms of this kind of ride or die woman, and it does fall into a level of misogyny because it's very unique to the black woman experience. Yeah. As soon as they don't have the struggle, you'll find that they're not even, those type of men aren't even with us kind of women. So yeah, certainly not all. I'm married to a good black man. Gotta say it. But and yeah, I know a lot of good black men, but that's not what we're talking about. There is unfortunately an expected culture and a validation of men who have a state of arrested development, and we need to address that, and it's a truth. So,
Auntie Antoinette.
Just quickly, I would say I agree with what everyone said. I didn't know who this Derrick person was until I think I looked on Facebook yesterday, and then I saw a little bit of that video. He just looks wrong. Yeah. And the way he was gripping her hand, and yeah, there's something not right there. So, yeah. But again, like Cindy said, I don't agree that all black men are cheaters.
And this, for the record, we do not believe all of it. It was just a question that we put out there. Arrested development and all of that. So moving on to our last, almost final little bit. Ladies, what's made you sad, mad, and glad this week? Aunty Farrah.
Okay, I thought we were going this way. But okay. So I am sad about the heinous act of terrorism against the American Asians in Atlanta, resulting in 8 people dead, as well as the different levels of restraints that are shown by the police when arresting the shooters. I'm sad at that. I am mad at all the black people throwing their hand in the fire for Prince William. You can't throw your hand in the fire for Prince William because you don't know him like that. So I'm mad at that. And I'm glad that we made it to the 1-year anniversary. I've got no more drink.
No, but
yeah, that's my plan.
Aunty Nana.
Okay, so I am sad that Quavo is a taker-backer because I really do feel if you gift, you shouldn't take back. And that made me sad because I was really like, what a shame. I thought you was a 8-figure man. But, you know. And then I'm really mad. Like, this has properly pissed me off that there's this mailing scam going around. And obviously, I have an online business. And so many of my customers have been contacting me, like being like, oh, I didn't know I had to pay Royal Mail for my postage. And basically, they get this text message because so many people are using online means to buy things. And then you're putting your details and they empty out your account. So you're putting your details, they start off with 100 and then they increase every hour. They're just taking money out of your account. So this is an online scam please, if you get any texts, or I think it's even emails now as well, to pay for fees on Royal Mail, DPD, they're using all the means to try and get money from people. Do not put your card details in. Just contact whoever you've purchased for and they'll tell you it's a scam. And I am glad that we are all together podding as well.
Cheers! Raise your glasses. Aunty Sade.
So I'm also glad that we're all together 1 year. So yeah, cheers. I am mad that Rangers footballer Glenn Kamara was racially abused in a game recently. He was basically, allegedly, the player said to him, "You're a fucking monkey, and you know you are," which is quite deep. Yes. Also, I'm just disappointed that UEFA, I don't think they've done anything about it. And also Prince William, who's supposed to be using his voice to stop racism in football, has also not said anything about it either. So I'm a bit mad about that one. And I'm sad that it's my birthday very soon and it's going to be in lockdown again.
Sorry.
I'm so sad.
We'll make it.
I don't know,
We can
because
go
my
to a beer
birthday is
garden.
before the 12th.
Oh,
It's before the 12th, yeah. It's the 10th.
We will adhere to the laws.
We'll try and make it happen.
it's your birthday for the year.
We can,
Yeah, man, we can make it work.
We can do a work event.
A work event.
A work
yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
on record, yeah? Okay.
I said a work event.
Yeah,
blood.
we're gonna work on
I
the
said
10th.
work.
Work and
I used
progress.
the word work.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sad because I've stepped out of my comfort zone from the Android world and I've ordered an iPhone. I'm scared, guys.
Yay!
I'm super
so
sad.
Happy.
Well done.
I'm mad.
I know she's
at
mad
you.
at me, but I'm
mad
sad.
at you.
Hey, why are you clapping over there? I'm super sad
Mad at
that
you.
I've done this.
You're
I
not
had
sad.
to. I am.
You're not.
I am.
You're not.
I'm mad at Aunty Farrah right now, making me argue on screen, on TV, on our debut. I'm also mad. Do you know, this is a foolish mad, but I'm mad, yeah? Right. I'm mad I watched 3 hours of the Jack Snyder for Justice League. No, wait.
I watched it.
No, but wait, hold
You
on.
didn't like it?
No, I've seen it all. Do you know what? I didn't click. I've been so
No.
busy, right? My brain didn't do 2 plus 2 made 4. I made 27 out of 2 plus 2 because I just thought it was like a new film. So when I'm watching, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, but hold on. I've seen this, so what? And it was only like 3 hours and I was like, I've freaking seen this. I don't need the extended singing background bits.
Better.
It is not better. 4 hours, there's never any need for 4 hours. I was mad. I'm mad. And do you know what I'm also mad about is the fact that it's not a new film. I don't need to watch that again.
What's going on?
Like I said, I'm mad. I said, I'm mad. My time is precious. I'm also glad I completed my census. I'm very glad because I won't get fined.
Oh my God. Your flipping political appeal so that you don't get fined.
I am actually a good girl and I completed it, so I will not get fined. And also, I'm really super freaking glad for my aunties, Aunty Farrah, Aunty Sade, Aunty Nana. You guys made a dream a reality, and I love you all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was it.
Love you too.
You're welcome.
You have to love me.
Shall I read some comments
Yes,
quickly?
please.
So Kay says, I love you guys. I love that you guys prepare for your show. Happy anniversary. When's the merch coming or the Patreon? I just want to give you all my coins. I will take those
We will
coins.
take the coins. I'll take what's coming. Don't worry.
And Mr. Tang says, Team Aries, Aunty Sade. Yes, Team Aries.
And ladies in the audience, thank you for coming down. Do you have quick, sad, mad, glads? If not, it's fine. But if you do, let us know.
I have no sad or mad. I just have a glad. I'm glad that I found you guys' platform, and I think I blitzed. Like I watched one, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was just there at work the whole time, headphones on, and that was it. Remember when you were on in the afternoon? I'd block out space, and I would have a meeting so that I could just listen to you, ladies. And I love the aunties. I love the vibe. I just love all of you. And congratulations for year 1. Let's be here in year 10 doing the same thing. So thank you.
Thank you so
What
much.
Antoinette said. And I'm glad because I made my first social event for a year.
And
More comments.
ultimately, let's go.
Quickly. So Candy says, I'm glad the auntie in the White House checked the press when she said good afternoon and they didn't reply. And then Ronald says, I'm sad that Regina King was overlooked, and I'm glad that we get to see you all together.
Thank you, guys. Aunty Nana, do you have anything to say before we go?
Yes, I have an unpopular opinion. So, I don't know if this is controversial, but it took me down the road of when William went on his little PR press tour and he was asked about Harry and he blurted out, like, my family isn't racist. Now, it absolutely pisses me off whenever a white person says, I'm not racist. You cannot be not racist and brought up in this society. I swear, the only way you cannot be racist as a white person is if you were brought up somewhere else on another realm. Because this whole world is governed by a white pathology which has you at the top and other races at the bottom. It doesn't matter if you understand there is going to be work that you need to unpack and you have to just deal with it. Like running away from the term racist or being really upset like Sharon when somebody says you're racist, embrace it. Because really I would go as far as to say that there is very few people on this earth that are not racist. Just embrace it, learn from it, and work through it, and actually start to remove the racism from your everyday walk in life. That's it. Take the term, you're racist.
And on that note, I would like to say thank you so much, everybody watching at home, listening later on to Your Aunties Could Never. This is episode 54. It's our 1 year anniversary. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on all the platforms. And yeah, this has been Your Aunties Could Never. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.